Hey, what's up guys? My name is Cole and today I'm going to be talking about, excuse me, my monitor's not working. I'll be talking about wrestling. Sorry, technical difficulty. Today I'm going to be talking about wrestling, kind of how, once again my monitor's not working. I'm going to be talking about kind of how to lose weight, what type of food decisions I made, and what makes wrestling one of the hardest sports you could possibly be in. So I'm going to go ahead and start off with what is wrestling. Most of you already know what wrestling is. No, it's not the WWE, The Rock, Dwayne, same person. Not that type of stuff. It's the one where you're wearing the singlets, and here's a picture of one person wrestling right here. Basically wrestling is, as you see, I'll show you guys a video in a second. It's definitely one of the hardest sports, and here's why. Basically, name another sport that you have to go multiple days without eating just to drop weight. Oh yeah, and you can't drink. Then, on top to add to it, you also have to sleep with multiple jackets, multiple pairs of joggers, multiple blankets. You can't have your fan on. It's always hot. You're constantly basically dying. Then, on top of that, you're also doing a lot of cardio to drop that weight also. So, basically, whenever I was at a weigh-in, I was 4 pounds over. So, I spent all night to get Epsom salt bath. I ran with multiple jackets, slept with multiple jackets, didn't eat anything. Dehydrated. Everything felt like I felt like I was dying. That's how wrestling is. That's how wrestling is, basically. But what I did do to kind of give myself the nutrition that I did need, because I still am a teen, I still am growing, eat food. You still need to eat. Just, you need to cut off the junk food. It's basically, you have to go on a strict diet, but not at the same time. You can still be relaxed, but cut out all the sugar, most of the carbs. What I did personally, the only carbs that I ever ate was just a little snack. It was tortilla with honey and peanut butter on it, which is just something quick, slightly filling, higher in protein. It's not as filling as most things. It's not as weight adding. I don't know how to explain it. Another thing that I ate a lot was oranges, specifically the little cutie ones, whatever you call them. The oranges, they're the best things you could have. I can't really explain why, but besides for the fact that they're very nutritious, they're so delicious. They have a lot of liquid in them, so they're definitely very juicy. That's just basically why I eat oranges. Then orange juice, I don't know why either. That's just what people tell me to drink during wrestling season. Although, of course, don't drink too much orange juice or eat too many oranges because it's very acidic. Then that can not help too much. I don't really know how to explain what to eat during wrestling season. You guys do you. But me personally, I just eat usually mainly salads, chicken, lean meats. Lean meats is a big thing to do in that. Because you need to add the least weight whenever you're wrestling. Unless you're going up weight class. See, me this year, I gained some weight. I could go up to 120 if I wanted to. But I'm going to go ahead and do swimming along with wrestling. And I'm going to try and drop back down to 106. It's going to be hard. Definitely going to have the mentality, which is another thing about wrestling. You have to have the mentality to wrestle. A lot of football players, I did football for a while. I quit football because I didn't like it. A lot of the football players got on me about doing that. Haha, you quit football. Okay, cool. Guess what? You didn't last wrestling season. Look what I did. Most of the football players that joined wrestling just in general quit. Or they just, well, our team policy is after you skip a couple practices, I don't remember what the amount is, you personally quit. You're not kicked off the team, but you quit. Because you don't have the type of motivation to be in the wrestling team. It's either full or nothing. Of course, there's still focus in schools. You have to have the good grades. My dog's barking. Of course, you have to have the good grades. You have to have all that type of stuff. But wrestling, you have to be practicing 24/7. You have to always be motivated, determined, and you just have to have that good mindset. So I guess I'll go ahead and just add a few clips of me wrestling in here. Some old matches from this year. Okay, here they are. So this is my very first match, and it starts kind of about halfway through. But as you can see here, I sort of just get I was riding him, so then I ended up getting the half Nelson, putting his wrist up, but then so that I could push him forward so that he wouldn't flip over on me. Then I ended up getting a really sloppy Nelson, and it didn't end up working out for me, but then I ended up pushing his shoulder down to the ground and using my body weight to kind of pin him in the end. Okay, so this is the clip of one of my first wrestling matches. As you can see, when we start, I snap down on his neck, I get his neck, I keep on snapping down, because the person's natural reaction is to post up. But whenever he does that, I go and shoot in for a single. That doesn't work, so I post it to a double, very sloppy double, right there. So then I ride on top of him and I get his arm. I get a 2-in-1 on his arm so that he only has 3 legs. Then I wrap around his legs so that he only has 2, so he has nowhere to kind of move. So as you can see right there, I'm trying to get a 2-in-1 again, but I'm trying to roll him, kind of like use his and I momentum in order to roll both of us so I could get the pin. But he unfortunately keeps on carrying out until eventually the ref calls a whistle and we have to stop because we stepped out of the circle. So then here there was kind of some confusion, but he ended up going down on bottom, as you'll see right about now. Okay, so I wait, get in position. So then he automatically posts, stands up. So then I go ahead and heel block him. And I keep on riding. I stopped that. Well, I kind of circled around him, making sure to get the half Nelson. He pushes me up, so I start using my momentum to push myself back. He flips me over, but I stay on top. He tries to neck bridge, but he keeps on falling down. I'm using all my momentum. I'm tripoding onto him so that I can get the pin. There's the pin. At the end of the video, I go ahead and get my hand raised. There we go. Nice. Okay, so this video starts about halfway through. It starts with me on down position. I try and pull a switch. I ended up failing, but so I get his arm. He ends up trapping my leg, so I try and pull through. Never reach back like I did in that. I got his leg, so he does. So then he keeps on staying on top of me. So I take my arm out, pull his arm over. Whenever he tries to push me forward, that was when I thought I was going to get pinned. But I ended up doing well. I ended up reversing it, getting his arm and his leg, got the Nelson and grabbed his leg. I got the Nelson and pushed him down. I didn't get a tight enough Nelson. If I would have gotten his arm over my shoulder, probably would have been a little bit easier. In that, I'm just using pure strength and body weight. But I get his leg so that he can't twist out of it towards me. I get the Nelson, and I push my shoulder into his. So then eventually, that's whenever I kind of lose strength, but then I go ahead and decide to finish it off. So I crank him back, keep on pulling him over, and I'm kind of just pushing him down at that point. But then I get back the Nelson, sprawl on top of him, and I just kind of sit there, just wait for him just to go ahead and just give up eventually, because once he was in that position, he wasn't getting out. So I pull him back, and I'm pushing him down on the ground, which is something I wouldn't recommend doing, because that could end up happening, and you could go ahead and restart. But then I got underneath the head, and I pushed down. So then I use all my body weight onto his shoulders, and I keep on putting him down, and he's going down, and he's pinned. He was winning, but... Okay guys, so that was 3 of my matches. I have a few more that I kind of want to showcase, but that'd make the video way too long. It'll take way too long to upload. So basically, make sure you guys leave a thumbs up if you want me to do the second part of it. And to make sure you subscribe, like the video, like I just said. Turn on post notifications and share my channel with anybody you can. I don't care. Be your mom, your dad, your cousin, your dog, your cat, your goldfish. And if you don't like, then a giant tortilla will come in your room and eat your computer. Yeah. Tortilla, just call me up. I don't know, I'm sorry, that was stupid. But, anyways, make sure to like the video, subscribe, turn on post notifications, and I repeat myself a lot. Have a good day. Thanks for watching. Bye.